Hello. If I press this, okay, automatically does it. Welcome to Gran Turismo. Dug, 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 dug. Boom. Why do we have the RUF? RUF as in, are you fucking with me? Actually, doesn't look that bad. Did I already clean the oil? Ah, it's fine. Okay. So today, what are we doing today? Well, of course, we're gonna do one of the races, but I don't know which. A championship, right? Because what did we do? We did MR. I believe we did turbo. So yeah, this is a championship now, but I don't know which one to choose. So we can do GT. That's 10 races. I want to do the one with the least amount of fucking. All of these are 10 races, man. That's the thing, right? That's just, you know, how the professional league does. We don't have the special license for it yet. Maybe we'll do that next episode. I think. Maybe. Okay. If we are starting from the back, GT World Championship. This is a championship. We'll have Monaco. There's test course there as well, and every other track, I guess, if you would say so. So yeah, I am eligible, right? This is 35 grand for first place. Let's get right into it. And these are like 10 lap races, so we're doing like what, 100 laps in one video. So this is like a 2-hour special, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. If you're still with me, we have some LM cars here as well. Is that R390? Oh shit! It's a Mazda. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Okay, not that wide. 40. Tires. Wait, is the tires good? What tires are we using? All super slicks. Makes sense. 10 laps of actual racing, folks. Here we go. Grand Valley Speedway. I wanna be a chick. Oh, but yeah. Hello, it's my fellow counterpart. Look, it's also a GT1. I don't have to break gearbox for a second. The Mazda is blocking me, guys. The Mazda is blocking me. The Mazda is blocking. I repeat, the Mazda is blocking. We are champion. Oh, blia. Oh, blia. These hurt. How does the AI not spin out when they're taking it? Giving me a boost. That's not fair. I say it. hard racing though. Senna throttle technique, yes. I mean, they're as fast. Okay, we can breathe somewhat of sigh of relief there, but yeah, they're tough. I mean, we're competing against another GT1, so we have some breathing room. I'm gonna have to do this for 10 races, mind you. front left, but holding on. Because of how long, I think actually like just like start streaming my Gran Turismo episodes. 10 laps each championship. panels as barometer. I mean, it's not the 787. We had the non-book version. Nice lag spike. Oh, it is a 787. Oh! Oh. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, shit. I didn't even fucking realize that. It is a 787. Cut it, guys. required Ferrari strategy because you don't have to focus. just enter on my, the auto, like, I'm just bored, not thinking anything, or driving. That's just how my brain is thinking. I think that's one of the negative things. I have, like, that's interesting. I used to be, I used to do this podcast with YouTube channels, talk about updates and other stuff. Again, other stuff. Every time I record an episode of YouTube channels, I don't know if anyone else has experience. When they're just like, it's either I wrote them in the stream or I'm just speaking out to my mind. Every time I'm speaking to the mic, my nose gets wrong every time I speak. While I'm not doing it, I'm just speaking to the mic for a long time. Something and talking at the same time. I don't know what sure we're gonna do another 8 races. I'm gonna have to, like, what's the... It's 10 points per race. So I need to get 6 wins. And then we'll secure the championship. I think, yeah, 6 wins. After the 6 wins, we have to calculate the rest of the cars were like the second place in the championship. So, like, serious. Alright. This might actually be good. Okay, if we press next, it's gonna show up the championship results. I'm pretty sure. I have no idea. What is this? What track is this? Is this the bad one or the good one? That wasn't me. I'm not the one controlling this, by the way. This is AI. What track is this? Oh, wait. It's the good one. 10 laps of this? better to be loved or feared? Oh! GT1 will be completely destroyed. Crash physics. I'm recording this on a Sunday during the first day of the first race of the 2026 season, 2026 F1 regulations, right? Entertaining. It was fun. I watched it live. My dad and I, but here in the Philippines and in most of Asia, you watch F1 through Bean Sport. Live. Of course, my GOAT, George Russell won. Mercedes 2014 re-emergence, dominance, incoming. George Russell will become 7-time champion. With Kimi Antonelli winning within 1 year. Like Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. driving this car like it's a rally. Imagine the grip, rally tire, and an engine F1 into a car with 4 wheels. Boom. You're looking at it. I'm gonna do this, man. I'm so fucking done, bro. To search here on my phone. Right. Loud music. How many points do you need? I say if we're gonna guarantee it, we have to like win at least 7. Tesco, I remember Tesco's in here, right? We're not doing Tesco. We did that already, like last episode. We're not doing Tesco, right? Okay, that's one race we're gonna skip. What else? Does anyone else have any ideas what races to skip in this championship? Hit by the rocks. My tires are stuck. Oh, my tires don't want to turn. They're bumping as well. My tires don't want to fucking turn. See? Woo! Bro, the tires don't want to turn. What happened? The tires no longer want to turn, guys. Is it just because it's cold or like... Tires don't. don't. The car is not turning. The car is not fucking turning, boys. That was ridiculous. So ridiculous. The tires don't wanna turn. The tires don't wanna fucking turn. What the fuck? See, it's not turning. It can't be because it's cold, right? It's just not turning. It's not turning. It's locking up. See that? They don't want me to turn. The Mazda is fucking my turn. See, they're not turning. Tires are not turning at all. They are. It's hard to it's either like hard enough or that hasn't affected me for the last 3 races. It's only affecting me now. It should be. Hit Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Somewhat trying to turn the way I wanted it. I guess it was hard didn't want to turn there. It was just straight. It was just straight people. I'm gonna have to brake so hard. How much these tires are gonna spin. I don't want to turn. I don't want to turn. And when they do turn, they over. Oh! What on earth? What the hell just happened, bro? He also did a key cut. That's the corner as well. The GT1 is what? What just happened, boys? That was remarkable, man. Our fellow Toyota GT1 just decided to fly. Fly. What on earth? I've never seen that, man. First time seeing that in this game. because of my car, I can't. Because the steering doesn't really that way. The way I want. Maybe one day I'll try this. I know just I'll switch it up later. People with the real break playing even other future, of course, the future games. I know like the current Gran Turismo supports real next Gran Turismo. Maybe they were the reason why the controller, the way steering. Maybe it was actually primarily supposed to be so that there would have been a button where you get the game then. I'm not a fan. I'm a 2010 born on the first decade, I'm sorry, second decade of the millennium. Experience. And for those who are asking, hopefully people are glad that, you know, unlike fellows of my own generation, I'm interested in playing the old games, you know? Mostly because my dad, he's born in, I guess, 1985 to 95. He also got to play a lot of these consoles as well. And we in this generation, you know, my dad had, I think, me and my mom, not me, my mom and my dad, when they were still girlfriend and boyfriend, they had, both of them, they had a PSP, and my mom's PSP was pink. It was a gift because it was gifted to her by my dad. If you're a 2000 girl, like just a couple of the 2000s, and the gift they give you is a gift that's color pink for a girl. And that's probably the moment where my mom decided that my dad was his future husband. So, and that's how. So that's how I met your mother. That's how you were. So hopefully, people, if you're watching this, please take it lightly. Yes, this game is older than me, but if hopefully you like, if this was you from your perspective and you played this game as a kid, picture me as a 2000 kid playing Gran Turismo. That's what I feel right now because I'm only 15. I'm not like you who is like, oh, yeah, you have jobs now, but you remember as a kid you used to play this game. I feel you on that. I feel like if I always feel like I was in the wrong generation. I would have loved to become a 2000s kid. I would love to have owned an Xbox 360. You know, I've actually never played with an Xbox One. I have never played with an Xbox 360 or a PS3. I have with a Wii. Of course, everyone, even if you're a 2010 kid, I'm pretty sure you've played with a Wii before, right? Because everyone had a Wii, especially here in the Philippines. Hopefully, yeah. But we had a Wii, and you know, I'd play Mario Kart Wii on that, you know, with the wheel extension. You know, those good days. So yeah. No, but really, I just would love to experience this, you know, on the era or like on the time this was made, you know. If I was playing this with a CRT monitor in 2001, it'd probably be even a better experience, you know. But no, I'm here playing with an emulator on a 1080p 120Hz monitor with a beefy computer that, if it existed into the 2000s, would be very much advanced. What circuit is this? What circuit is this? Oh, it's this circuit. Sorry. You guys are enjoying Someone Born in the 2010 playing always. I think it's a common theme in my channel. Notice the type of games that I play, but you know, like games like Gran Turismo, originally like PS1 game, right? They originally came out in like what, 1998. It came out during the PS1 era, right? Here I am playing GT3 released in 2001. That was rough. Oh my days! What is that breaking point from the master? That master is longer gearbox. Walking Dead games. I mean, technically, I don't think it's older than it, but it's at least when I was older. I really need a good example. GTA? I played GTA 4. I haven't played GTA 3, Vice City, or San Andreas yet. I plan to, by the way, for information. That's definitely one of the upcoming series I will do on this channel. Whether it's the, you know, using a console emulator like this one, or maybe just buying the definitive edition. You guys can comment down below if you want me to just use the PS2 emulator. I mean, technically what I'm doing here, there's a difference, right? Because here in GT3, first of all, this thing only exists for a console that was this, you know, it's a popular console. It's a lot of people, but still, I have to buy the console. I have to buy the physical DVD for this game. I have to get the power supply. I have to get CRT monitor for the best experience. All of that just to play this game. Instead of emulating. And I think it's fine for me to play it on an emulator because a lot of other people do it. Why hassle with it? Trying to find a... Of course, if you want to play it like the real thing, you do it. You get it on PS2. I don't have a CRT monitor. Brother, the last time I saw a CRT monitor was like what, when I was 5 years old? Maybe even younger than that. It's hard to find one these days. Currently playing Black Mesa. Check that out. Check my YouTube channel for Black Mesa. That's the source and like the after Half-Life campaign was and remastered for like the oldest game that I've ever played. Like based on what year this is, right? Definitely like, if we're counting it, I've already if we're talking about like in my whole experience, the oldest game I played is Doom, right? I think everyone has to play Doom. If you haven't played Doom yet, what are you doing? Are you like 5 years old? You gotta play Doom. Doom is the FPS, the generational like foundation for FPS games. Yeah, I guess. I have also played Wolfenstein. I think it was all in DOSBox. Oh no, it's not. Doom is not the oldest game I played. It's one of the NES games. NES games like one of the oldest games. I think it was we have a Nintendo Switch online service. So I think I guess I mean the last thing comes I guess Super Mario Brothers. You're there. The classic, you know, platformer, the Super Mario Brothers. That's the oldest game. I'm pretty sure there's something older than that. I just don't remember it. It's an NES game, brother. Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda for the NES, or here in Asia or in Japan, the Super Famicom. Don't add the Super. That's for the SNES. Sorry, the Famicom or the Famicom, as it was marketed here in Asia and Japan. And when I say marketed in Asia, I mean imported from Japan into Asia. Famicom. I've hit Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm looking forward to playing. We have Dispatch right now. That's a new game, but I'm always late to this game. When like this game was trending 3 months ago and I only get to play it now. You know, that type shit, you know? Usually because of, either I don't have the money to buy it yet during that time, or maybe, Airport CEO is like one of them. Shout out to my goat, Conflict Nerd, who does those airport CEO videos. That guy inspired me to, of course, buy the games in the future. Even though that was like the first time I watched an Airport CEO video was from Conflict Nerd, which was like 5 years ago now. Maybe earlier. I don't really remember. I remember it was Conflict Nerd that introduced me to Airport CEO, and then like 5 years later, like in 2023 or 2024, I bought Airport CEO on Steam, and we did season 1, and we're somewhat doing season 2 now as well. It was a fun game. I was able to actually establish an airport. If you are interested, you can watch season 1 of my Airport CEO gameplay series on my YouTube channel. Just search that in the playlist section of my channel. Those were fun times. Conflict Nerd, I have no idea how. It really, I don't really remember how. I guess it was just through a recommendation or when I was searching a game that Conflict Nerd himself. I think the first video from Conflict Nerd that I ever watched was another brick in the mall. It was a mall management / construction game. I remember it, and then I just went down a big rabbit hole on Conflict Nerd. Conflict Nerd is actually one of the people that inspired me to make this video. I think that's like I don't really remember it, or like I don't really specify that Conflict Nerd is my inspiration, but he is one of my inspiration because I used to watch him a lot, and he would make, of course, his gameplay videos. Conflict Nerd made so many videos on, you know, again, another. Seriously, don't know if that's the correct title for the game, but another brick in the wall. Sim Airport. Before Airport CEO, there was Sim Airport. And Airport CEO, as I mentioned. City Skylines. He has over like 20 seasons of, you know, 20 cities, 20 seasons of City Skylines now already. City Skylines. Software Inc. That's another prominent one, man. He was also one of the YouTubers that made me buy Software Inc. You know, because he was doing a city back when the game was, I think, even in alpha. He made a series on Software Inc. Software Inc. What else? Software Inc. City Skylines. Prison Architect. Oh my god. Prison Architect was on one of the series he was doing. I bought Prison Architect, but I refunded it. That was like 6 years ago. So I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I was too young to understand the mechanics of the game back then, and I refunded it. Besides, I'm pretty sure their work. Paradox is working on Prison Architect 2. But yeah, no, I used to watch Conflict Nerd, Prison Architect. Those were my favorites. You know, it takes me back. You know, when people ask what their childhood was, it depends on, again, what their childhood is like. But like, for me, you know, I guess just like from my memory, you know, I was with my grandmother during summer vacation, and you know, she'd let me borrow her phone, and I would search it up, Conflict Nerd, and watch it. Oh no, sorry, I think I borrowed my uncle's laptop as well. To play. That was the same. If you look at the 2019-2020 videos that I made, it was probably made with that laptop, and it was just pure, like, you know, is that the oil? Oh god, we gotta replace the oil of this thing, man. You know, just watching all that takes me back. It really does, you know. So many things, you know. I don't look back at it that much, but when I do, I realize that I've learned so many things in my life, and especially at a young age, you know. I think I actually started watching Conflict Nerd when I was only like, what, 7 or 8? I'm not doing 6, 7, guys. We're not doing that, but 7 or 8 years old, right? Oh, this is test course. Oh no, we're retire from the championship. Fuck that, no. But yeah, I'm glad, you know. I'm glad to have reached. Is the term reach a good word? You know, just learned about Conflict Nerd. I think it's he's an underrated YouTuber, you know. I've seen that, you know, he doesn't. I'm not saying the views are, you know, should be like a factor on how good someone's content is, but he hasn't much views. But I love his content, you know. He's from Britain. Oh, American Truck Simulator as well. Like one of the early, yeah, like Squirrel and was it Squirrel? It was another. Oh, Jeff Avignano, bro, goated YouTuber as well. All of basically like simulation YouTubers. I used to watch them all the time when I was a kid, you know. Jeff Avignano and I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong. Jeff Avignano and Conflict Nerd. They used to have an American Truck Simulator series. Yeah. We're gonna retire from this race, by the way, because I'm not doing this. I'm not doing test course. Fuck that. So yeah. I used to watch all of the videos. Is this the same? Oh no, this is. Oh no. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not doing this. Yep, nope. Not doing this. Like how I'm just skipping races, but I'm sorry. I just don't want to race on this circuit infuriates me the most because of its corners, man. Alright, we'll do this one. This is one of my favorite circuits. Oil! Not helping us, isn't it? What does it mean? Wait, GT3 oil. Will my car like break down or something? The oil light in GT3 comes every 200 miles. Oh god. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Bro, in this Reddit post, bro's oil is literally gray. It's no longer green, bro. What the fuck? I guess the engine would be like efficient. It's the first time I've seen that light on any of the cars I've driven. First time I've seen the oil light. Whoa, bully. Such a bully. Oh, you still get bugs. Get bugs. What the fuck is this? I have love here. This guy drives like Damon Hill, Jack Villeneuve, all of the people he has fucking affected. We're having the same issue. We're having the same issue as fucking Aston. Great. I saw that. This guy's a fucking man. He was great in that section. Car is shit. Driving is shit. I need to change that. ASAP. Dirty something. On the same corner, you know. Same corner, mate. My name is Megan. It's really nice to meet you. You recommended to me by some people. Hey, this is outside that's have the paranoia. I'm wondering what's running for ya. Hey, he's running for ya. Hey. But I love him. She's also good. I like a lot of British. Nigel Manzo. Does anyone like Nigel Manzo? I know a lot of people like Martin. We've seen the Sen of Netflix series. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, this is the bad one. progress. Like, if that was the case, the car you would have, yes, for example, if you reach the max performance, that's maximum for that race. Based on that, probably it's like it's faster than the rest of the grid, but not that fast. They'd still be chasing you, but you're guaranteed that you're probably going to beat the game. One-hand steering. $1,399. That's nice. So 2 more races left. That's maximum of 10 points for whoever is in the lead. So I'm gonna use my maths. Oh, but it's Monaco. 15 laps of Monaco. Fuck that shit, bro. 37 plus 20 is 57. So meaning, technically, yeah, we've already secured it. We don't even have, do I even have to do this race? 15 laps of Monaco, guys. What do you think? In endurance cars, by the way. Maybe in another time. No? I don't want to. There's probably like another series, championship series, where we're gonna race in Monaco. Looks nice though. Although I don't think this is my circuit. What the fuck would, yeah, look, even the AI is fucking up, man. Who would race endurance cars in Monaco, bro? Like, are we crazy? Okay, look, let's see. Coming into the last race, I have no idea what the last race is. Depends if I'll do it or not. Let's see. No, it's not this. Yeah, we've secured it. Because if the next person that wins is only gonna have 50, it's either the Mazda, which will be 50 points, or the R390. I think that's the Nissan, which is 51 points. Yeah, we've done it. We've secured the championship. Alright, it was fun. It was fun, boys. Easy peasy lemon. 1.6 million credits. Alright, let's see. What do we get? That's a Ford GT. Oh, it's the Jaguar! Let's go! It's the XJ220. I think I've already mentioned this. Is there a 225? Because if so, then I think that's... Okay, it's just the XJ220. Yeah, I have this car in Forza. That's the first time I saw this car. Ever. And it was in Forza. And I loved it so much. Also, let's see. Is it silver? Nah, bro, that's brown as fuck. That oil is brown as fuck, boy. That's really oily. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Let's see this. I want to see this, man. The Jaguar XJ20 Race Car Edition. Looking fantastic. I think I can actually... What's the max upgrade I can do for this? Because we can use this for the Professional GT Championship, if I'm correct, because it's a British car. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Okay, yeah, never mind. What's the configuration of this? This is a MR Turbo DOHC 500 horsepower. What is the max that we can do to upgrade this thing? Please tell me what is the max. Engine, here we go. Anything here? Okay. Drivetrain, everything here is already maxed. Alright, turbo. 90 for 900 horsepower. 90 grams per horsepower, that's crazy, boys. Lightweight? So yeah, maximum 900 horsepower for the Jaguar. Why not? Why not? I have the money. Can I test this out? Let's test out the Jaguar here. Max speed. 900 horsepower, you know? So I think we should just... This thing only has a 5th gear. Should I be worried? Okay. Woo! Here we go. This thing is Jag. As Jeremy Clarkson would call it, Jag. But I have a Jag. Can I do this in like a simple race? Wait. Actually, we can. If we want to. Where's the we need racing tires for this one. Purchase it all. What British name? Rome Circuit or Triamont? We're just gonna try that anyway. Let's see how this car goes. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Forgot to figure the gearbox. We're having the same issue using the super sticks as well. Good for it. Startup. I think it's just tired. I'm tripping both. Very late. Not bad. Not bad. That's a novelty. And I think that's going to be it for today's episode. We cannot do any more. I might actually start live streaming, so stay subscribed to get that notification that I am live playing Gran Turismo. What's next? After GT World Championship, we're gonna do this. It's GT All Stars and then All Japan GT. And then we have to get a special license, and then we'll do the Dream Car, Philippine Digital Cup, like the win, and that one it's not. And then I think we'll move on to the rally event afterwards, right? And then after rally events, the endurance events, basically completed the game afterwards by doing one of each category. But yeah. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. Thank you very much for coming and watching along, and I'll see you all in the next Gran Turismo episode.